The day of pranks. The moment of humorous, fun April Fools.
All Fool's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Happy April Fools, man.
It is the universal day that any and pretty much all pranks, jokes, and humorous interactions are approved and allowed.
I'll be honest with you. I kind of love this.
It is fantastic, especially that it's like across the world recognized.
Mm-hmm.
Like people do this everywhere. And it's just like, oh yeah, here's a day that we're just going to prank people. And it's okay.
Mm-hmm. Now, are you much of a prankster?
You know, I'm not like overly into pranking people, but I would say I'm like an average level prankster.
Okay. So I'd like to share a particular prank I pulled.
Okay.
Now, I probably should have timed it better, like actually on April Fool's, but our former pastor, I was playing around. Now, this has probably been 3 years ago. I was playing around a little bit with early stage AI systems.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. And I found out you can make a web page say anything you want. So I went
This sounds dangerous.
So I went to the church's social media page and changed it to say something a bit different than what he said. And then I changed the picture. And so I then screenshotted the fake page and sent it to him. Like, hey, man, didn't see this coming.
That's wild.
He wasn't exactly thrilled.
Really?
Now, luckily, of course, it was all fake.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, it's like way too easy. So much fun. That's what I'm going to do. I'm so excited. I can't even tell you what I'm going to do, but I'm very excited right now.
I have a good idea what you're going to do.
You know what? I'd say I'm sorry, but guess what? I'm not.
No, and that's what's crazy about April Fools is like pretty much like aside from full on like criminal activity, pretty much anything goes.
Yeah, it's great.
It's wild.
Dude, anything you read on April 1st of the year, none of it's true.
And you know what's sad? Is every year I know April Fools is coming. And every year I fall for it every time. I'll get a phone call from somebody at work or something, and immediately I fall right for it. Like, they'll be telling me, oh, this is falling apart. Somebody did this or somebody didn't do that or whatever. And I'll be like, immediately, like, assume they're telling the truth, knowing full well that today is April 1st, and I don't even catch it. It's wild.
Yeah, they're going to get you again.
I know, they are. They're 100% going to do it again, and I'm going to fall for it, and I know it's coming.
I love it. See, here's the thing. It's not really a good lie, but I like a good joke. One that's just believable enough that you can twist it. I love it. You just got to find that line, and then you got to tiptoe it the whole way.
I'm not as good at pulling these April Fool's pranks as some people, so I usually end up being more of the brunt of them.
You know, and there could be a power dynamic with these two. Like, you don't really want your boss to prank you.
Mine does.
But like, you kind of got to be like on a level playing field with the person you're pranking. Because if the power dynamic's too big, it's a little weird.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I guess that's true. I never thought about that.
There are like harmless pranks, though, which I do love.
Yeah, I feel like that's the majority of them. But there's always that one guy that takes it like too far. Mm-hmm. Set something on fire or something crazy.
Yeah, like Winston in New Girl.
Yes.
Takes it way too far.
Every time. Yeah.
Now, I'm not going to call this a harmless prank, but one thing you can do if you go to a buddy's house or your parents' house, don't do this. You could hide all their toilet paper.
Oh my, that is savage, dude. You can't do that.
Or like take all the spoons.
Dude, if you did that at my parents' house, he might shoot you. Just kidding.
Yeah, but like, dude, that's kind of fun. See, do that at like someone's house. Just hide it. Don't take it.
Dude,
like,
I
you
don't know.
gotta leave it somewhere in the house for them.
That's I don't know. That's a little bit across the line for me.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Man, you can't mess with somebody's toilet paper.
Move all their towels.
See,
different.
Number one, how are you getting in people's houses? You're
People
just breaking
trust
in.
me, man.
He's just breaking into people's houses.
So, my brother and I went to rearrange all the furniture at my parents' house.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, that was fun.
About that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, you just moved everything around for no reason.
Yeah. Sometimes, is it dumb? Maybe. Is it fun? Absolutely.
See, part of me is like, this would be a funny prank, but it's so much work. Is it really worth it?
Yes.
And then I end up not doing it because I'm like, I'm lazy. I don't really feel like doing all that work. So that's where I usually end up.
So then there's like the real easy pranks where you, instead of taking things from people's houses, you add things to people's houses.
I have heard of that. That, or you try to like take a trinket and leave it at somebody's house in a place that they wouldn't notice it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you try to, yeah, I've heard of that.
I highly recommend that.
Okay. We have a list here to celebrate April Fools. We have a list of the top 10 most famous April Fool pranks of all time. Interestingly enough, I'd only heard of like one or two of these before.
Yeah. Yeah. For these being famous, I apparently don't know much about April Fool's jokes.
On the other hand, though, if you ask me like, hey, what are some April Fool's pranks that you've heard of? I would be like, I can't think of one.
See, that's a really good point. Yeah, I don't have like a full list here, and I'm really concerned at work for April 1st because we have a lot going on, and I'm very concerned for any work text I'm getting tomorrow.
Yeah, you immediately have to not believe anything anybody says or text you.
Mm-hmm. And
unlike me, who will.
Yeah. So, all right, go.
Hold on. Before we do that, I feel like we ought to do a little introduction as to how April Fools got started. Does that sound fair?
Absolutely. Please enlighten me.
So the story goes, and this is from the intranet, so take that with a grain of salt.
Everything on the internet is true.
It's often linked to 16th century France.
It makes sense. It was the French.
And at the time, they based their calendars off of the old Julian calendar, which was widely used in Europe at the time, which the new year was celebrated in the spring equinox with the festivities in late March, which could extend into early April. And as the story goes, blah, 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 King Charles the Fourth or whatever, essentially celebrated the introduction of the new year with a bunch of pranks. It was a king or something of that sort. This says King Charles the Fourth in 1564. The start of the new year continued celebrating the old new. Yes, so he changed the New Year's date to January 1st rather than celebrating in the spring equinox of late March. But a bunch of people were pretty much like, that's dumb. We're going to keep celebrating in late March. And that's what the celebration of April Fools was. At the time, the celebration was often undertook by pranks, and so it kind of stuck. So instead of celebrating the new year, people celebrate April Fools, which is just pranks. So anyway, that's how I got started.
You know, I like the idea of like national pranks.
What do you mean national pranks?
Like, that's a king and then people fighting and blah, 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 blah. But I like the idea of, like, countries pranking countries. Like, my tax dollars are very rarely spent on things I care about. But if I heard we were going to spend, like, $25 million to prank Canada somehow.
Dude, I feel like you'd start World War III for sure. Because somebody would get super mad. I feel like that would not end well.
That's all right. I'm totally cool with this. A prank is a prank.
I'm just saying, you got to be prepared for the consequences.
See, this is what rich people should do with their money, is play fun pranks.
But see, you have so many Karens online that it'd be like, it's exactly what would happen, too.
That's all right. Haters gonna hate.
Yes. But anyway, top
As
10.
T Swift taught us.
Top 10 world-renowned pranks.
Okay.
You should try these. I'm just kidding.
I'd be very impressed if someone could try these.
Number 1, the Swiss spaghetti harvest. Now, for those of you who aren't paying attention, you don't harvest spaghetti.
What? This is news to me.
Yes, essentially the BBC Panorama program aired a snippet about Swiss farmers harvesting spaghettis from trees, and essentially played a little snippet that played a prank about farmers harvesting spaghetti.
What was the year on that?
1957.
1957. So this would be when, before internet, we barely have television. So this is kind of impressive.
Yes. And apparently the aftermath was like an extraordinarily large number of viewers calling to find out where they could buy a spaghetti tree.
Dude, that is a win.
Yes.
That is a total win. Dude, and here's the thing. As we say all these, they're all, not a lot of them are like 2026 year.
Yeah.
Which means, can you imagine the AIs of all these?
Oh my goodness.
It'd be phenomenal. Phenomenal.
With AI this year being where it's at, I can only imagine the pranks that are going to fly around on April 1st.
Oh, this is going to be wild.
It is going to be
I'm
wild.
so excited.
That the spaghetti harvest is widely regarded as the most famous April Fool's prank of all time.
Well, good job, BBC. I don't get to say that very often.
Yes. Number 2, I think this one is way better, but that's just me personally. 1996, Taco Bell runs a full-blown ad advertising and claiming that they purchased the Liberty Bell as a mascot.
That is perfect.
For Taco Bell. And they renamed it Taco Liberty Bell to help reduce the national debt.
I'm on board. Bring back the Chihuahua and the Liberty Bell. Taco Bell, yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Taco Liberty Bell.
I actually think this is really hilarious and funny, but apparently a lot of people didn't think it was funny, and they had like a ridiculous amount of people get upset about this. So they actually ended up donating like $50,000 to help like with the upkeep of the Liberty Bell because so many people were mad. But yeah, that's why I think that's a funny prank.
That's phenomenal. Yes. That's good use of my money.
Yes. So number 3 was in 1962, Swedish TV. That wouldn't actually have been, I don't think, that long after color TV came in. Mm-hmm. But essentially, the national broadcasters told viewers that they could convert their old black and white TVs to color TVs if they stretched a nylon stocking over the screen.
That's hilarious.
It is, because a lot of people were like, really? And
That's all I had to do.
Yeah. That I can only imagine the sale of nylon stockings just
through the roof.
In
the electronic section.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. The same vein there. Jack Whitehall,
Okay.
British comedian,
Mm-hmm.
has this item. He says, whenever I get someone a gift, if they're older, I always tell them it's voice activated, even when it's not. And you can just hear old people just screaming at toaster ovens.
That is. You could just imagine like some old lady just, oh, where's my dad cup toast?
It's still cold.
Innocent pranks. That's what the world runs on.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, this one actually sounds kind of lame to me, but 1985, they made a joke about Sid Finch, who I'm assuming was a baseball player at the time. A Mets rookie pitcher, could throw a 168-mile-an-hour fastball while wearing one boot. So this was a Sports Illustrated claiming Sid Finch could throw a 168-mile-an-hour fastball while wearing one boot. The first letters of the subtitle spelled April Fools, but it still fooled many baseball fans and became a cultural touchstone. That sounds kind of lame to me.
I'm not as impressed by that, but here's the thing. If I saw the marketing, I might be more impressed.
Maybe, but to be a top 10, I feel like that's kind of lame, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's kind of like reading about a story instead of like seeing or hearing. Like if I read about music instead of hearing music, I'd probably judge it pretty differently.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Number 5, the left-handed Whopper. 1998, Burger King actually advertises for a left-handed Whopper with all the condiments turned 180 degrees. You would not believe how many people asked for a left-handed Whopper at the stores.
That's amazing. See, this is the era we need to bring back. Now, here's the thing. I do think in the era of X and Twitter, this kind of thing could definitely make a good comeback. This kind of, like, this is left Twix versus right Twix, all right?
Yes, like, this is, I feel like, the true intent of April Fools. And usually I'm not on board with, like, random holidays for no reason. But, like, people still go to work. Like, it's not a legitimate holiday, but it's still good, wholesome fun.
Are you telling me that I shouldn't send a text out in the morning? Hey, guys, office is closed?
I think you absolutely should.
The confusion. Yeah.
It would be wild.
I could just hang it on the door. Closed for the day.
You might get into some legal trouble
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Number 6. This is, again, BBC. I'm starting to see a trend here. I don't know if you are or not. But Patrick Moore was an astronomer, announced that a rare planetary alignment would temporarily reduce Earth's gravity at 9:47 a.m., allowing people to jump higher than normal. Apparently, a very large number of listeners called in claiming they could feel the difference in gravity.
I'm on board. I'm on board.
Imagine how stupid they felt when they said it was a prank.
It's just placebo effect at that point. Now I can feel it.
Can you imagine? You wake up and you look over and your neighbors in the living room just... You're like, what is going on?
Jim, what are you doing? I'm lighter.
Yeah. Can't you feel it, man? Can't you feel it?
Can you feel it?
Oh,
Gravity's loose, bro.
it was a joke, man. It's a joke. Number 7, again, BBC.
If we check the sources on this, what if it's just a BBC list?
No,
This influenced so hard.
it's actually not. Yes, it's actually not.
Okay.
Believe it or not.
Okay.
1980, BBC reported the iconic clock tower Big Ben was going digital. Now, to me, this is hilarious because I can only imagine the people over in England just absolutely losing their mind.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, how would that even work? What are they going to do? Just slap a giant television up there?
Yeah. Yeah.
I can only imagine. The most bland font you've ever seen, too.
With a bad, like, blue hue.
Yes. Especially because it's 1980, dude. It's like a tube screen.
With a...
Yeah. Oh, man. But yes, no, yeah.
I'm on board with that. I like that.
The funnier part, too, is that they claim to have sold the original to America.
Like, so...
Yes, and it was going to the
part of the
Smithsonian.
America bought Big Ben.
That's...
that's bringing in another country in on the prank.
See, there's your national prank there.
Exactly. Do we want to buy Quebec from Canada? Maybe, maybe not.
That's a legitimate thing.
Mm-hmm. Like, we just buy, like, one city in every country.
Oh, my gosh.
Just one.
Can you imagine how many people would be upset about that?
Well, except the citizens in that one city. Absolutely. They'd be like, we won!
It was a prank.
So, speaking of that, buying little plots of land in other cities. You know how you can, like, buy, like, a square foot of land in, like, Ireland or Scotland or something and for the whole Sir title?
Mm-hmm.
If you buy enough of those, is that just, like, taking over the country?
I mean, a section of it, yeah.
I want to think about this.
I don't think you have enough money. You'd rule, like, 20 feet.
A king is a king, regardless.
Okay, buddy.
Next.
Number 8. This is interesting. Alaska, 1974. Whoa, bro. Calm down.
Sorry about that.
Local resident, in quotations, Porky. I think that tells you everything you need to know right there. Ignited 70 old tires in the crater of a dormant volcano, creating a massive smoke plume, and residents panicked because they thought the volcano was erupting. That's a good prank.
I don't know how I feel about that. That's like actual panic.
What? You're over here talking about nation-to-nation pranks. And you're like, nah, that's crossing the line. Lighting some tires on fire. He did put a sign that said April Fools.
Well, at least he put a sign. That's fair.
Yes. I think that's funny.
So, speaking of this kind of harmless prank, I can't remember what city it is, but this guy he owns the top of like a really big roof, and he puts in giant letters for the planes, "Welcome to Cleveland." It's like Minnesota.
Oh my God. That is funny. That is funny. That is funny. Number 9. This one's kind of lame too, but 1997, British newspaper published a multi-page supplement about a fictional island nation, complete with maps, ads, and articles, fooling readers into thinking it was a real travel destination. They just made up an island and published it in the newspaper.
I mean, that's one way to do it.
I feel like that's kind of... I would read that and I'd be like,
interesting.
It wouldn't be funny. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of lame. But anyway, brings us to our last one. Number 10. The Alabama redefines pie 1998 hoax. Story spread across Alabama legislature had passed a bill redefining pi as exactly 3 to make math simpler.
They're like, guys, we're done with this 3.14159, blah, blah, blah. It's like, pi is 3.
It's actually that is funny. And it is truly funny. Because especially that like it was a passed law in legislature that they're like, no, we're legally making pie 3.
No one will say it again.
It's such a random thing to do too.
So like all bored at work, guys. What are we doing today? Let's pass a law.
We're passing a law that pie is 3.
Can we agree on anything?
You know it was
No,
someone that was bad at math too.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
They're like, guys, can we just stop this whole round? No, it's 3. Done.
Yes. So there's the top 10 most famous April Fool's jokes.
All I'm hearing through this is it's time for some big new pranks.
Yeah, because all of these are like late 90s.
Yeah, we need to make the papes.
Yeah. It sounds like we're ready for a new top 10 prank.
What if you start spreading? Now, here's the thing. We're in the era of the internet now. All these were prior to the internet really like taking off. We could start spreading around some disinformation, saying that the local
That's just the internet every day.
saying that local city council has passed a law changing the name of the city. Something a little fun.
People would believe it too.
I know.
That's the problem. That's the thing is like so many people would actually believe it.
Mm-hmm.
What would you change the name to? Joseph Burke.
Darn right. Absolutely. I mean, Josiahville? I'm not sure how I feel about it.
Yeah, it doesn't have a ring to it. It's got a ring.
Okay. So let's say we could change the name of a state. Or that you had to speak Pig Latin.
That's not a real thing.
Anke uye ik patenle?
That
Thank you.
somebody made that up for sure.
Someone made everything up. All words are made up.
I feel like we're getting off track a little bit here.
Okay, fine. Pull some pranks. Have some fun.
Disclaimer. We need a disclaimer.
Do we really need a disclaimer?
Yes, because if your grandmother is susceptible to like misinformation, don't be mean.
Yeah, don't do like, a war or someone got hurt
Yes.
or something absolutely tragic. Don't do those.
Disclaimer, use your judgment.
Yeah, do something goofy like take all the spoons out of our house and replace them with forks.
That's just mean. What if you have cereal to eat?
Suck it up, cupcake.
Anyway, keep it lighthearted, keep it fun, do a prank, enjoy the day. April Fools.
April Fools.